in my current situation, I can't really get them to do that because of the language barrier. And it's difficult to hear the interpreter because you're in amongst it all. But I generally have one assistant coach making sure people are paying attention, and because the guys need to try and be in front there. I've normally spoken to the assistant coaches beforehand about what we're going to be talking about in the timeout, not majority of the time. I don't get them to really chart that much. I think it's it is what it is. One thing we have talked about is using a pad rather than a whiteboard, so that when I draw things on that, is that we have a copy of those things so we can go back and address it. I do sometimes now have one of my coaches stand so he can see me. And if he thinks I've missed something, he might bring it up. Now, in terms of coaches talking to players during a timeout, not if I'm talking. Not if I'm talking. I'm a big believer in one voice at a time, and I've even told players to be quiet during the timeout. You know, it's really important to me that it's the message you want to get through gets through. Sometimes going into timeout, if the players are talking, I'll pause and listen. You know, or I'll ask a question. Does anyone want to add anything? You know, just quickly if there's time. But again, that could be dependent on the situation and what we're doing.